Hi, and welcome to the Espresso English podcast, where you can improve your English in just a few minutes a day. My name is Shayna, and I'm the teacher at Espresso English. Make sure to visit the website espressoenglish.net, where you can get online courses and ebooks that will help you learn English even faster. Let's get started with today's lesson.
Phrasal verbs are verbs with 2 or 3 words, the main verb plus a particle, a preposition, or an adverb. And phrasal verbs are very common in the English language. I wake up at 7:30 every day. Please turn off the TV. My brother and I don't get along. We fight all the time. She came up with a good idea. That's a 3-word phrasal verb. In this lesson, you're going to learn different types of phrasal verbs, transitive and intransitive, and separable and inseparable. Don't worry too much about those terms. I'll show you very clearly how each type of phrasal verb works in a sentence. You'll definitely want to download today's lesson guide because it includes extra content, some lists and examples of each type of phrasal verb. So to get that free guide, click on the link in the video description and enter your email address to receive the free PDF. We'll start with transitive and intransitive phrasal verbs. So transitive phrasal verbs have a direct object. That's something that is acted upon by the verb. Here are some examples. The direct object is in blue. You need to fill out this form to register for the course. Fill out means complete, and the direct object is this form. I'm going to cut down on fast food this year. Cut down on means reduce. Check out that website. It's really great. Check out means to look at or to go to. Now, intransitive phrasal verbs have no direct object. For example, I woke up at 10:30 a.m. You can come over to my house after school. He left his country when he was a child, but now he wants to go back. Again, no direct object, nothing that receives the action of the phrasal verb. You can see more examples of transitive and intransitive phrasal verbs when you download that free lesson PDF. Now, transitive phrasal verbs, the ones that have a direct object, can be separable or inseparable. So if it is separable, it means you can separate the 2 words of the phrasal verb and put the direct object in the middle. And inseparable means you can't do that. So an example of a separable phrasal verb is turn off. We could say, please turn off the TV, or please turn the TV off. And an example of an inseparable phrasal verb is look after, meaning to monitor or take care of. We say, I'll look after your dog while you're on vacation. But we can't say, I'll look your dog after while you're on vacation. It's incorrect to put the direct object in the middle. Now, for separable phrasal verbs, when the direct object is the specific name of a thing or person, then it could be after the phrasal verb or in the middle. I threw away the old pizza, or I threw the old pizza away. But when we use a pronoun like me, you, him, her, us, them, or it, then it must go in the middle. I threw it away. Never I threw away it. Here's an example with the person. I could say, they'll pick up John from the airport, or they'll pick John up from the airport. When it's his specific name, it can go in either place. They'll pick him up from the airport. That's correct. But I can't say they'll pick up him from the airport. That's incorrect. If it's a pronoun, it has to go in the middle. Let's review. We've learned about intransitive phrasal verbs, which have no direct object, like wake up. I woke up at 6 o'clock. Transitive phrasal verbs, which do have a direct object. I took off my hat. Separable phrasal verbs, which can have the direct object or the pronoun in the middle. I took my hat off, or I took it off. If we use a pronoun, it must go in the middle and not at the end. And inseparable phrasal verbs, which must have the direct object at the end, not in the middle. They're looking after our children. You might be wondering, how do you know if a phrasal verb is transitive or intransitive and separable or inseparable? Unfortunately, there's no rule for just looking at a phrasal verb and knowing what type it is. The best way is to check a dictionary or study each phrasal verb in context with lots of examples. That's what we do inside my Phrasal Verbs in Conversation course, which will teach you 500 phrasal verbs in a fun, fast, and effective way. It's one of my most popular courses, and you can find it at my website, espressoenglish.net. Before you go, remember to download today's lesson guide so you can see lots more examples. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.
If you want more great English lessons, visit espressoenglish.net, where you can sign up by email to receive a free ebook with 500 plus real English phrases. You'll also find online courses to help you improve your English fast, even if you don't have much time to study. Keep practicing your English, and I hope you have a wonderful day.